Welcome to our angel adventure. We continue this series by connecting with this very elegant and sophisticated angel, Archeia Radiant, divine feminine twin counterpart to Archangel Haniel, which maybe you've heard of or connected with Haniel before. But together as two sides to one angel, that one angel together, Archeia Radiant, Archangel Haniel are the angel of the moon. And as such, they bring forward qualities of illumination, grace, sensitivity, self-acceptance. So this is where we're going to be playing in this energy, in this field today. So let's just take a moment just to detach from anything that you've just been watching or doing and just come into angel time, angel space. So just when you're ready, if you've got the card, placing it on your heart. And if you don't have the card, just placing your hands on your heart. And then closing your eyes. Just taking some easy breaths here, breathing in and sighing out. Breathing into this brand new moment. And breathing out, feeling yourself come into your body, come into your breath. As all your energy and awareness come back into this moment, detaching from plans, things that you were just focusing on, things to do afterwards, just letting the mind come to a point of stillness. And the heart, allow your heart to open. As we invite in now Archeia Radiant, Most High, Angel of Grace, Illumination and Self-Acceptance, Master of the Silver Ray. May you come forward and partner with us over the next 24 hours or beyond, infusing your light, your love, your teachings, and any messages you would like to share with us in this transmission. Thank you, and so it is. Let's take a deep breath in. Breathing in fully as Archeia Radiant really does step into your energy field, into your space. And then opening your eyes. Everything just becomes even more light. And of course, because this is the Angel of Illumination, and yeah, she's got this ritzy 1920s dress on. This was a really strong image that she shared when channeling these images for the card deck, for the book. And like the 1920s, that was such an expansive time. You know, there were so many political advances, including women received the right to vote. And Archeia Radiant comes forward with this unapologetic sense of equality. Like, of course women should vote. Of course women should be seen and heard, and everybody else for that matter, because we're all sovereign beings. We deserve to take up space. You deserve to take up space, to be seen, to be heard, to shine. And anything that is in opposition to that, whether it's self-limitations or anything around you, now is the time to say yes to Archeia Radiant, to working with her and start just dissolving that. You know, she's a big angel that says, do not waste one more moment thinking that you're less than. She is the angel that helps us just transform that negative self-talk, to transform victimhood, to really build us up, seeing that we can be our own validation. And here she has on her card, raise your standards, raise your standards. So I hope you can feel that energy from her. She's got this beautiful light. Let's just have a look, blow up the image a little bit. And for those of you that don't have the Female Archangels book, the second edition, you can get this on audio and it comes with a PDF. I think if you buy it from Audible, it comes with a PDF of all the colored images. So if you want to print them off and blow them up so you can see all the nuances, then I'd really recommend that you do that. So Archeia Radiant, oh, we could go in many different directions with her yet again. There's so much in the book there, from imposter syndrome to taking yourself on dates. She's very much all about bringing back a sense of finery. She often talks about, I'm of a certain age, and I know a lot of the community here, you're a similar age to I am, and so sometimes when we get into our 40s, and especially if, we have a family or we're a caregiver and there's a lot of different responsibilities that we have, sometimes we can lose that sense of finery. Here I am all glammed up. I'm not normally like this, but Archeia Radiant is definitely inspired this to just glam up. And she often says we lose this sense of finery under blankets of responsibilities, under to-do lists, under just everyday stuff, scrolling social media. We lose the sense of, glamming up for no reason, taking ourselves on a date, even if we've got no one else to go with. Like, take yourself on a date, or uh, create a beautiful meal at home, like multiple courses just for you. Go to balls, take yourself to the movies, like do something that in your awareness that you identify with, that's finery. It might be to go to a gig, it might be to go to an art gallery, but make the best of yourself and make the best of the container that you have. Don't be too identified with your container, with your body, but certainly love on your body, love on your spirit as well, love on your mind. Raise your standards, come into greater finery, because you are worth it. Like that L'Oreal advert, you are worth it. I'm pretty sure Archeia Radiant inspired that, because you are worth it, friends. And I know, sometimes I can definitely identify with first becoming a mum. You kind of lose the sense of doing your hair and your makeup and putting on nice clothes, and you just kind of wear trackies all the time or your joggers. And you kind of get stuck in that loop. And while Archeia Radiant, as an angel, they're really less focused on our outer appearance and our physical body, she's still saying, just lavish love upon yourself. If that is makeup, if that is doing your hair, if that is going out and getting yourself a new outfit for no reason other than just giving yourself love, go for it. And so this is just a sprinkle of what may manifest and reveal while you're working together. It might not be surface stuff, it might be a lot more deeper, because this is the angel that helps us to dissolve where we are carrying on to self limitations, whether that's from a cultural background, sexual orientation, gender identification or not identification, um, our background, wherever we're carrying that self limitation. Often that can manifest as imposter syndrome, especially in this modern day world where it's very easy to compare and contrast ourselves all the time. So be aware that she might inspire you to go deeper, to start looking at these self limitations, where they're coming from, why you feel like you don't want to dress up or do your hair or go outside or prioritize giving yourself some time to rest or to work out. She might go right to this core of that. And often that can stem from three archetypes that still live within us. Maybe you identify with being the invisible child when you were wee. Were you the invisible child? Were you the rebellious child? Were you what's known as the bad child? Were you seen as the mischievous, the bad one? And these archetypes, they still live within you. That inner child, whether rebellious or invisible or bad, still lives within you. And what happens is, if our parents and our caregivers don't see us, they don't believe us, then how are we to see and believe in ourselves as we get older? And often imposter syndrome is coming from it's that child mind, it's that child um, suppressed or oppressed self that is ruling the show, that's ruling our choices, dictating our choices, and influencing us. And so, if this resonates, this is the perfect angel for you, friends. If you have imposter syndrome, or you feel like you haven't made peace with aspects of your inner child, aspects of your childhood, Archeia Radiant, this is your angel to help you to go to those spaces, to start to dissolve. And she might inspire you to do mirror work, which Louise Hay made so famous. But before there was Louise Hay, there was still mirror work. And it's literally just get yourself a hand mirror, or look in a mirror that you have in your home, and just look, even if it's just for a couple of seconds. And yes, that conditioned, that self that is limited, that places limitations on, will start saying, oh, look at those wrinkles, or look at this, and da da da. And try and just go past that and say to yourself, I am learning to see myself. I am learning. I'm here. I'm showing up for myself, and I'm just going to look. I'm just going to look, and just look at yourself. And then if you've got the book, she's got a radiance reflection ritual, which is amazing. Really, really is amazing. Where the first part is literally just to do mirror work like that, and to start going beyond what you see, and just be aware of what comes up. Just be aware. Maybe your face starts to shape shift, and you see like a what you perceive as dark or ugly or messy. Give love to that part. Just say, I'm here for you. I'm here for you. Continue to show. Continue to show, because your subconscious mind will start to reveal. And what your subconscious mind thinks that you are will start to reveal. So just keep on looking. And then there's a second part where you close your eyes and you imagine, like she is here, where I know this sounds a bit daft, but just go with me here, where you imagine, let's do it together, let's just close our eyes, where you imagine that you are on a catwalk. So if you imagine this now, and you're wearing the clothes that you just feel fabulous in, and embroidered into those clothes are all the different jewels of the source rays, all the angel rays. There's the silver, and the gold, and the diamond, and the blue, and the sapphire, all of these jewels adorning what you're wearing. And you're feeling the warmth of the lights that are just spotlighting you. And in the audience are all your champion team. So your spirit guides, your angels, those that champion you in your physical life, your friends and family, those you haven't met before. There's also the judgers, the fair weather folks, the two-faced ones, the trolls, the internet trolls if you have them, the haters, those from your past. So there's this beautiful, yeah, but messy and dark and light and everything in between audience. And they're all focused on you. But no matter what these facets are saying or doing, continue to strut down the catwalk. This catwalk is your life, and no matter what they say and they do, their words, their praise, don't be distracted. Don't be influenced. Just continue to strut, feeling how good it is to at last allow yourself to be authentically you. No one else. You don't need to be anyone else or do anything to be liked or validated. Here, this is your life. This is your path. You get to choose it. You get to strut down upon it. Okay, and breathe that in. And open your eyes. And let me know in the comments how that felt. But there's an extended version of that within the book, the audiobook, that you can get. And it's just amazing. Because there's so much teachings in that. Like, no matter what people are saying to you, like, oh, you're so amazing, oh, you're this, you're that, and the other, and the ego just inflates. Or when people say, oh, you're horrible, or judging you, and the ego goes like this. No matter what the ego's doing, Stay consistent no matter what people are doing or saying around you. Do not be influenced. I know it's easier said than done, but through the lens of Archeia Freedom, she's like, you got this. You already sit on a throne. You are already a king, a queen, a sovereign being. And you get to choose who you bring into your court. Be discerning who you bring into your court, meaning who you bring into your circle of trust. And don't allow the ego to be deflated or inflated. And if it does, just witness it. Just have a little bit of humor there. Just say, oh, okay, I'm full of myself right now. Or I'm not full of anything right now, but nevertheless, I'm here and I'm allowing myself to be authentically me, authentically free. And does it feel bloody good? Okay, that is the energy that we're in when we connect with this incredible angel. You can tell that I love her, but she is amazing, friends. So again, as always in the series, just once you say yes to partnering with the angels, just be a witness of your experience of the next 24 hours or beyond. Journal what's coming through, how you can continue to work with that particular angel. For Radiant, good journal prompts would be, where do I need to raise my standards in my life? What have I always wanted to do, but I've never felt good enough to do? What do I want to experience, but I've never felt like I can experience that alone? What are those things? Start journaling them, start prioritizing them. And when it comes to raising your standards, what she inspired for me today, this might not be for you, but I'm going to share it. She inspired me to write a list of everything that I've been putting off around the house, like recycling and sending things back and tidying this and sorting this and just lots of different things. And putting it in my kitchen and saying to myself, I'm going to do one a day and I'm going to tick it off just so things get done. And in this way, I'm raising the standard of my home because this is where I need to raise the standard in. But for you, it might be completely different. And so create a list in that area, put it somewhere where you're going to see it every day. So you're not even just putting that off and you're ticking it off and you're keeping it accountable. That is going to boost your self-esteem. It's going to make you feel super good. The space around you, or whatever area you're focusing on, is going to get all of that nourishment, all of that love, and it's going to help. Because remember, she's all about reflection. Everything is a mirror image. The people, our relationships, our space is all a reflection of the who and the what that we think we are. Okay, let's look at Radiant's crystal connections. The first one is a crystal that I'm wearing, Moonstone. In fact, Rainbow Moonstone, which is a crystal that really connects us with our divine femininity, which Archeia Radiant excels at. So Rainbow Moonstone. I wouldn't recommend wearing this around your period. For those sisters here that still bleed, I wouldn't recommend that. Especially if you tend to get quite emotional, stay off the moonstone. But you can, at those times, work with another crystal that carries the same frequency of Archeia Radiant, and it's hematite. Hematite, a really great grounding stone, fantastic to wear as well to boost circulation. Hematite, very grounding. And another one is Picasso Jasper, which I don't have, but it's fantastic. It's just like a really show yourself off, who cares? Who cares who's watching? Just go out there, dance, sing, be your bloody self. Um, and if you're looking for love, away when I wrote the second edition, I wrote the first edition of the book, I was engaged to a guy, and when I wrote the second edition, I was still healing from that relationship. And I came to writing Archeia Radiant's chapter. And, she said, it's time. It's time to stop hiding. How can I be writing this message about sharing yourself and letting yourself be seen when I wasn't walking that talk? And so she inspired me to join a gym, to take up singing lessons, to take up dance lessons, to do all the things that I've been putting off that I've always wanted to do, and just find myself again after my self esteem was hitting the floor after that relationship, just to build myself back up and to go on a dating profile, but not write the dating profile from what I think other people would like to hear, but just to be me. Like, talk about angels and spirituality and things that I would normally, historically anyway, sort of just cover over, but just be myself. And I went out on a couple of dates and it was, really interesting people. It was fun. Came off of them because, yeah, it wasn't time. But I appreciate what she supported. And her teachings there is just be yourself. Like, don't put masks and filters on. Just be authentically you, because who you're destined to meet, whether it's friendships or co-workers or your beloved, how can that be an authentic relationship? How can they truly match you if you're not matching you in the words and the way that you're coming across and the way that you show up in the world? So I'm taking that again. I get the message here, but I'm also sharing that if you are a beautiful single sovereign being ready for love again. All right, friends, I hope you have. Oh no, she's nudging me. Let's do our affirmation and then we will close this video. So our affirmation, please bring your hands out to the side. Of course, our arms would be open for this angel, heart lifted. Her affirmation is, I strut the catwalk off my life as the royal beauty I am. Please repeat that with me. I strut the catwalk off my life as the royal beauty I am. One more time. I strut the catwalk of my life as the royal beauty I am. Let's all do it. Let's all strut our catwalks together, friends. Let me know if this video has resonated, and we'll see you in the next one. So much love.